Good morning. How is everyone? Welcome back from the holidays. I'm sorry, mine's been a little extended. As you hop on, say hello, and I'm just going to get you up on my screen here so we can chat when you do. It feels like forever since I've seen everybody, so I hope you've been well. Why are you coming up, you silly thing? Oh, Facebook can drive you some days. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully I'm live. If you hop on and let me know you're there. Oh, Rhonda says she's there. I just got to find the feed, Rhonda. Give me 1 second. I hope you're well and the weather's okay where you are this morning. We're supposed to get some freezing rain today, so 2 seconds. If not, I'll just resort to my iPad, which I think I'm going to have to do here. Facebook on my laptop does not want to cooperate this morning. Give me 1 sec while I grab it. Oh, silly Facebook. And of course, I'm not even in the app, so that'll be 2 more seconds. So you can see on my page that there is lots going on in the Stampin' Up! World. There is a new catalog, there's Bration, and there's also a new paper pumpkin kit called Sunshine and Smiles, which has a cute little add-on die set that you can get. Now you have to be a subscriber to do that, and I would recommend getting them as soon as possible as they are most likely going to sell out. Oh, come on, Facebook. What is going on with you today? We may not be able to chat in real time here because Facebook does not want to cooperate. Oy, oy, oy. Yep, I don't know what's going on. I can't get the feed up. So I'll do my best to watch from the phone and chitty chat from there. But I'm going to flip you around to my desk because that's really all I have to say. And we'll get started on a couple of the different projects we're going to make with a couple of celebration items. Okay, so give me 1 sec, look away if you get dizzy, and we'll get you in the holder. Oh, there it is. My screen's changed too, so Facebook must be doing some changes because I didn't know where the flip around button was. Okay, so you should be okay to look now. So you'll see on my desk that I have the Sunshine and Smiles paper pumpkin kit. So you'll see there's the little frog and the flower dies that are the add-on. And it pairs up with the Rain or Shine Sweet collection that Glenda and I are actually doing a retreat on the 28th. Now, cutoff for that has come and gone. If you live locally, I probably could get a kit together and make sure you got that in time. It will be on Zoom, and you'll be sent all the details and stuff like that. If you already have the set and want to just prep your own kit, there's options for that as well. So you can just shoot me a message and we can chitty chat about that. Okay, so there are the beautiful new catalogs. Celebration runs once this year, not twice like they normally do, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So they've kind of been playing around with the promotion and have figured out that once a year might be enough. So we'll see. But great offerings in this catalog, and you're going to see a couple of those today. If you don't have the catalogs and don't have a demonstrator, contact me and I'll get you copies. No problem. We've got the Adorable Owls, which we are going to see some products with today. The Thanks a Bunch, which I had to get because of the carrots, and you know, my business name makes sense, right? Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper is gorgeous, and it pairs up with a Dainty Delight bundle that is in the mini catalog. We've got the Day at the Farm Not really my style, so I didn't get that. And then it pairs up with On the Farm bundle, but if you have that type of thing in your life, that might be a great addition to your craft stash. Sending support, we all need those, you know, well wishes and that sort of thing, cards every now and again. So this is a great set for that, to be honest. The sentiments in it are quite nice. This is another one we're going to play with today, which is the Favored Flowers designer series paper, and it goes with the Fragrant Flowers bundle, which is in the catalog, which I'll show you the stamp set. So then we've got In the Country. That's your $60 value, or level 1. If you spend $120 or more, you get to choose from Beautifully Happy, which is gorgeous. I have it and I love it. I haven't done too much playing with it, but I will, and you will see samples with it. The Dainty Designs 12 by 12 paper. Now this is a giant pack, 48 sheets, 4 of each, of 12 double-sided designs. So it is great for any springtime, Easter, baby. It's a mixture of different colors in it, and you'll see in a lot of the samples that they've used it, that it's got some fun patterns to it. And then if you host a party, you can get the Scenic Garden set if you so wish. And then of course there's the Amazing Join special right now. I won't go into too much detail on that, but oh, I'm just saying I'm not live. My phone's saying I'm live, so I'm not sure what's going on, Rhonda, but I'll post it as soon as it's done. I'll just carry on like I'm live, and I'm sorry if you can't see it. It'll be up there later. You can get the exclusive boho blue mini emboss machine, so that's great. So mini catalog and celebration are live. So here's the adorable owls. Aren't these cute? And then the Fragrant Flowers stamp set that goes with the paper. Now, the paper is absolutely gorgeous, and I will show you it. So we've got just regular geometric patterns, floral patterns. Aren't they gorgeous? And I love the colors. So the colors in it are basic black, blackberry bliss, so that's a dark purpley, calypso coral, evening evergreen, mossy meadow, fresh freesia, which is the lighter pink, or lighter purple, sorry, and then petal pink, which is that light pink. I was reading ahead in the colors. Isn't this gorgeous? And I didn't get the set of dies because I'm okay with fussy cutting. If you're not, then some of the dies in the set will cut out the flowers in the paper, so more of these looser ones that are not all bundled together like these ones. But isn't that gorgeous? And then there's a sort of a pattern similar to that. There's a leaf cutout and a couple sentiments, which I do have similar ones, so that's why I didn't get the die set to go with this. But I love the flower imagery, which is great for coloring if you love to color as well. So is the adorable owls. So those are the fun sets we're going to play with today. And we'll jump into our card right away because it will take us a little minute to put together. So here's the card. And it's got a belly band that just slides off, and then the card opens up. Isn't that cool? So a bit of a fun fold today for you. Oh, I didn't grab any of the thread. We'll just use the linen thread that I have close by. All right, so I've got all the pieces here. I just have to cut out the flowers so I didn't have time. We've got a card base, which I've just used thick white. I'm just going to move my tea. Which is 5 1/4 by 11, and you're going to score on each side at 1 1/2 and 3 1/2, and that's going to create your little folds, and you're going to fold them back on each other, so like an accordion. All right. So we've got our card base just like that. then you are going to have a piece of designer series paper, and you can choose whatever you want, but I went sort of with the corals and the greens. This inside piece of designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And I didn't measure my layering piece, I apologize, but it's just slightly smaller than that green, just so it's poking in behind. And I just need to grab my glue tape here out of the drawer. I did a little rearranging in my office here, office studio / studio, just to, I don't know, time for change. New year, new change, right? That's how we do things. Change things up. I'm going to start the new year on the right foot. And so I did a little rearranging in here. So now everything sits in a little drawer right close to my desk, and it's perfect. So this is just going to layer on the inside, just like that. Nice and easy, right? And then I've got my strips. So I've got the coral that I've got on the front, and then my insides. So we have got designer series paper that is 1 and, can I read my writing? 1 7/16, I think. Let me just have a quick look. Yes. 1 7/16 by 5. And then we've got 1 5/8 by 5. Now these coral ones, or whichever paper you pick, the smaller one, the 1 7/16 will go on this front little panel. So I just straightened mine out and then put it on. And I put it fairly close on the one side to the score line, just so it looks better when it's folded up, but it's your decision how you want to do that. All right. And then the other one is going to go on the outside. So you're going to kind of close it up, and it's going to go here. Okay. And just there. And then same on the other side. And there we go, just like that. Okay, so we've got our card complete. Oh, I should have stamped that before I stuck it in there. Sorry guys, I jumped ahead there. I need a block, and of course I've moved everything around. When you get used to things being in one spot and then you move it, you're kind of thrown off a little bit. So it's taken me a few days to get used to where I put everything. So I'm just using Memento Black, and I'm just gonna, so that if I stamp off a little bit, I'm going to put a little sticky note right there. Put that in the corner and just pull that off. There's a little trick for you. If you put it down too early and need to stamp it still, that way you'll protect your designer series paper. Although it's dark, it's not really too big of a deal. But if you had something lighter there, that of course that black would show up right away. Okay, so there, we finished the inside. Now we'll build the outside. So we've got a strip of vellum that is 10 by 1.5. And I didn't pre-score it because I like to sort of do it in the moment and make sure that it works. So I'm just sort of lightly wrapping it around, and you want to have a little bit of give on the side so that you can slide it up and down. So that's why if you don't pre-score it, it makes it a little bit easier for you to do that. So that feels pretty good, and it's sliding around. So I will kind of straighten it a bit. Put some glue down. Now your elements that you're going to put on the front are going to hide where that glue is, so don't worry too much about that. And it should slide up and down. It will get a little bit easier as it gets more slid up and down. And then I've got just a vellum piece cut from the scallop contours die. So I've used this funny one there. And that's just going to layer over top and sort of give us a bit of dimension. just like that. And then I've cut a circle out of basic white with my stylish shapes. And sorry, mine are all loosey-goosey here. I'll tell you which one it is. It would be the second one. That's this one here. Okay, you'll cut a circle. And it's just a layering piece in behind. It kind of just acts as a place to attach your flowers to. So there's no rhyme or reason to where it goes. There we go. Put that down. Sorry, I got runny nose. And then I've just picked a couple of flowers out of the designer series paper. And if you had the dies, you could quickly just cut these out. And the really cool thing about this paper is because the background is black, you kind of get that dramatic element when you cut it out and leave sort of like a little bit of a black border on it. So I really like this change that they've done in the paper. I hope that you guys like it as well. Oh, now I miss chatting with everybody. It's like I'm talking to myself. I don't even have dogs down here that I'm chitty-chatting with. Make it feel like I'm not all alone in the studio. So like I said at the beginning, I hope everybody had a good holiday and you've got cleaned up from the holidays. I'm slowly making my way through that. As some of you know, this week I have come down with shingles. So that's putting a little bit of a damper in my energy levels. And of course I'm back to work as well. So that's slowing down a little bit, thank goodness. This kind of, not that I want to have shingles, but this kind of came at a good time when work this week is super duper slow. And I'll be able to rest and hopefully get rid of this immediately. If any of you have had it, I hear the horror stories. I've read the horror stories. So far, I'm pretty mild case, so that is good. Knock on wood that it stays that way. So if you followed my personal page, I posted the other day, guess where I am kind of thing with a little doctor's stool. That's where I was getting a diagnosis and some antibiotics. So that's what I'm doing. So thank you everyone who's reached out with well wishes, but I am okay. And I will be back full run real quick. So I've cut those out, as you saw, pretty quick, right? And we're just going to attach these on. Now you can put them in any direction. They do have little side flowers. Oh, I did cut that one off on this one. Sorry. That you can leave or you can trim off, whatever, the little buds there. So up to you what you want to do. So basically I just stuck this down to the circle, just like that. And then with this flower, I came in with some dimensionals, which of course I don't have beside me. There we go. Good thing everything's within arm's reach. And just to give it a bit of dimension is why I did this one on dimensionals. And then I kind of tucked it in behind that leaf, just like that. Now I did not prep a sentiment. You get the gist to finish it off and then put some brass butterflies on it. Oh, I didn't wrap a string either. Silly me. So it's a little bit different, but that's okay. You see the difference of wrapping a little bit of twine or ribbon around it or just leaving it blank, which it looks nice. The vellum is very softening and it still looks pretty. And I have the twine right beside me to put on there and I totally forgot. Oh my goodness, you guys. Apparently I'm not ready to be back in the swing of work here. All right. I know you guys won't. You won't judge. You won't judge. So that's that card. So let's look at a couple other ones. So I've just made this one with the paper, a little bit of gold, stamp the sentiment, obviously the big hello from this set. and then a couple of champagne rhinestones. Just easy, beautiful. Put a little strip of designer paper in there, and a quick and easy card to use up that designer paper. So if you get it and are like, oh my goodness, I don't want this sticking around, you can easily use it up by making cards simply like that. All right, and then I'm just sort of getting myself organized here. This one I believe was in the catalog. It's either in this one. Yeah, it's right here. So it's kind of a take on this one. So I just used my stitch rectangles, I believe they're called, dies, and cut out a couple of different, so kind of layered them in each other. So I've got stitching on both sides. So it's just the top biggest size rectangle die, and then the next one down, and then it cuts that frame, and then I used a couple more down from that to cut the center thing. So it's another great way to use up your paper, and you'll get a beautiful card. Quick sentiment, a little bit of ribbon, just a strip of designer paper there, and then these are the new elegant, no, that's not what they're called, solid something they're called here. Nope, they're not even called that. Oh, guys, I'm leading you astray here. They are the opaque, adhesive back gems. Aren't they pretty? Nice springy colors. So those are also in the mini catalog. So that I just put those on there to bring in that fresh freesia color. So quick and easy, gorgeous, right? So now we really want to get into the cute ones. So the owls. This set you gotta have. I think everybody's gonna have it, and it's cute. I am going to do a class where it'll be product based, and you can get a set of this. It will be limited because I will only be able to get so many sets. I'm just working on the details of that and getting the samples ready. So be on the lookout for that class to post up in my events. So I made a couple cute cards with him. I love coloring him, her, whatever you want to call it. It's a cute little owl, and just experimenting with different colors. I've used soft suede here. I've done him in Cajun craze. I've done it in grays. So the owl kind of is universal to many different colors of whatever you want. So this is a cute one. And then underneath, this is the dainty design, or no, dainty floral paper. Sorry guys, I haven't learned all the names. Just a strip of that underneath. You get some that have the full, I don't know if it shows you in the catalog, and the paper's not handy, so I'm not going digging for it. Let's just see. No, it doesn't show in the catalog. Well, kind of. There's a sheet here that has all these ovals on it. So there's 6 ovals, and then there's kind of like a border strip down the middle. So you can cut that up and use it on the inside or on your envelope or whatever. And so I've used that in behind, and then just softened it with the vellum, and then just used some of the, I think it's Starry Sky or Orchid Oasis glimmer paper, and then just stuck the little owls on there. So isn't that cute? I love this card. And then this is a take from Heather Klump of HLKDownstairsDesigns.com. She did this one. I kind of altered it a little bit, but it's a cute little take on what her card was. And then I've used Cajun Craze here to color the owl. And then I've seen people doing, the chalk markers are not available anymore. I still have one though, but you could use any sort of white roller ball pen, and you could just add some little dots to give the owl some extra little elements. So isn't that cute? Great little kid's birthday card, I think. Sorry, hopefully I'm in frame there. And then this one, oh my goodness. I made a Christmas card with this envelope, which is from a designer set that we can get for our teams. And I did a whole bunch of envelopes in the 30-day challenge that I did. And so I thought, oh, I need a little cute one to do with the owl. So I stamped that. These are retired. They're the resin heart elements that we had with the snail last year. But super, super cute. This is from the Happier Than Happy Designer Series paper. And then, of course, the greeting is from Sending Sending Smiles, I think it's called. Oh my gosh, I can't think of names today. My brain is fried. And then some cute clouds from, I don't know what's that, you guys. I know these ones are from Give It a Whirl. I'm not sure. I have a little bowl on my desk that has a ton of these little cutouts, so I'm just trying to use them all up. And then this is another element that is new in the catalog, which are called, let me just grab them here. There they are. These are iridescent pastel gems. So they come in sort of a gold, but they don't look gold at all. They're kind of white, to be honest. But pick up many, many shades, so they'll be very universal. The Balmy Blue and then the Calypso Coral. So those are the Balmy Blue ones that I've used on the card. Isn't that cute? I love it. Great little Valentine's Day card. If you're sending out Valentines across the miles, you can send those. And then I'm in a challenge for scrapbooking. And so my page for the challenge this month was this cute little birthday owl page. I think it's adorable. So I've colored the owls in gray, obviously here. And this is the paper from the SAB Bration catalog, the Dainty Designs, I think. Probably telling you guys the wrong names, and I apologize. Dandy Designs. You can curse me later. So I brought that paper in as well. So a lot of the SAB Bration products featured today, obviously, and then just added some little elements. I hand drew on these little elements. And then I didn't have the new die set for the alphabet, so that is a retired one, but you could definitely use the a la mode one. And then this owl here, I've done a little bit more of that spotting detail with my chalk marker, but you could also use any type of white ball pen. So aren't those cute? Don't you love it? You tell me your favorites when this video goes up, and because you can't tell me live. And I hope that's inspired you. I hope you love some of these new products that we have in our celebration. And if you would like to order anything, head on over to my store, shannamiller.stampingup.net, and that will be directly to me. And there's a host code posted pinned to the features of my Facebook page. But if you need it, you can also email me and I will send it off to you, or message me. And I hope that you pick up some of these cute little supplies for your stash. And like I say, be on the lookout for a product-based class in order for you to get the adorable owls if you don't already have it with the class. And that's all I have to share with you, friends. I'm sorry we couldn't be live together, but next week I'll make sure all the kinks are worked out. And comment in the video once it's posted on my Facebook page, and it will go up on YouTube later today. What you think? All right, take care. Paper hugs. Bye.